Hello, welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't been in this space yet, you're gonna want to visit. We're at Contours Lingerie on Mineral Point Road, and this is the spot where it's all happening today. I'm excited.
It's where all the magic happens.
It is.
Yeah, this is my first time here, and I think I might stay after the show.
I love it. Couldn't you move in? Yes. It's so cozy and feminine. I love it here.
She may need to do an inventory check before I leave. Truly, when you walk in the door, immediately you start fingering things. Oh, this is so cute, and that's adorable, and everything is so tastefully done here and lovely.
Yes, it is. So we're going to chat with Miss Tia Lynn later in the show, who is an award-winning designer, and it's no surprise why when you look around.
We have an interesting topic regarding that. It's about fitting teens for their undergarments, and I think that's really important. I think I kind of missed out on that when I was a teen, and so I grew up wearing sports bras and didn't really know much about anything else.
We actually had a long conversation about this off camera because it is interesting. We all have very different stories about how you kind of get started with just finding the right bra.
And I guess it's also the, whether your mother takes you or not, or whether you go with your girlfriends. And, I just had a cool mom that did take me, and she didn't take me to a place like this. It's so beautiful. But, she did open that conversation up.
So take that lesson. Be a cool mom.
Be a cool mom.
And come to Contours here.
Be like Jessica's mom. So we're going to make sure we introduce, if you haven't met Jessica yet, she's going to be joining us here on Girl Talk, and we're so lucky to have you.
I'm so excited, and we have such a great cast, and I'm just excited to be in places like this that is so beautiful, and we can actually highlight great businesses here in Madison, so I'm excited to be here as well.
Plus there are snacks.
And
there's
coffee.
Yes, snacks and things that I might buy right now as I walk out the door.
You'll learn too. Janet's the first one with her hand in the cookie jar if there's a cookie jar.
I can be bought with cookies. It's true.
Oh, goodness.
What else are we talking about?
We've got a fantastic show for you. So obviously we're talking with Tia later. We're talking about some really special give back things that are happening right here in our own community, one of which is a gala that you are not going to want to miss. You may have met Doug Fearing before. He's the owner of Fearing's Custom Audio Video, but he's also incredible in what he's done for his efforts for Schools for Haiti. It's an organization that he has been passionate about for a long time, and this gala is going to be nothing short of spectacular.
We'll also get the luxury of a little clip video that you'll want to stick around and watch that gives some facts, some data on Haiti and what they're trying to do there, why they're trying to do this. So that's super interesting.
Yeah. Plus, we love a good excuse to dress up.
Yes. And go out to dinner. And
yeah, exactly. Wine and dine yourself for a good cause. We're going to keep on that give back track because we're talking to Laura Gallagher with the Creative Company. She's joined us a few times on our show. Always has great tips for marketing and keeping your business fresh, and that's what they really specialize in. But she also is really a specialist in giving back herself. She's done a lot of work pro bono and at discounts, and we're going to talk a little bit about how that could benefit your business to really be associated with that sort of good feeling.
And not just your business image to the consumer, but to the employees as well. And what it would be like to work for a business like that. Plus, she's just an amazing, all-around amazing gal anyway.
She's got great energy. You kind of want to just talk to her for a bit.
She's so impactful, too. I mean, all the things that she's done for this community and continues to evoke that spirit of giving through her clients and in the community for herself and her company as well.
Yeah, we love a local business owner, but we really love a local business owner that gives back to the local community. It's really special. Yeah, I always find myself wanting more and more time with her because she's just so engaging. So if that's not a good enough teaser for you, I don't know what else to do.
Great show.
She's coming up next after the break. Oh, and she has a great ham story that we're going to tell you in a minute. Stick with us here on Girl Talk. Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. If you're just tuning in, we have been enjoying ourselves here at Contours Lingerie on Mineral Point Road. Later, we're going to talk to Tia Lynn, who is an award-winning designer. So we're looking forward to that. Speaking of big names and big deals, now we've got Laura Gallagher joining us. And if you haven't met Laura before, she is the owner of the Creative Company, and we're so glad to chat with you today.
Thank you.
So you've done some incredible things. Last year you took on a huge challenge with bringing Women's Entrepreneurship Day to Wisconsin. an enormous feat. You've also been really generous over the years in terms of just giving back, supporting nonprofits, doing some reduced cost or pro bono work. Talk to us a little bit about the importance of that.
Companies have a responsibility, I feel, to do more than just make a profit. And there are so many benefits to the organization in terms of employee morale and just in terms of the way that consumers respond to your brand. We just generally are going to navigate to a brand that's doing good in the community and doing more than what they necessarily have to. Right. Studies show that 90% of consumers will switch brands if all things are, relatively equal, but one is doing something good in the world and the other is not.
And isn't that wonderful that people have that mindset? And I think that's particularly true here in the Madison community, that people really want to support their business owners that are do-gooders, right?
And I like that you brought in the aspect of the employees feeling maybe a boost in their morale or feeling proud of working for you.
Yeah, exactly. One of the stories that I actually wanted to bring up this morning was that in 2008, which is in the midst of the recession, we learned that the River Food Pantry didn't have enough hams at Christmas time or enough turkeys or those kinds of things. And so even though we really didn't have the resources, you can dig deep and find them. And so I called up Metcalf's and I said, how many do you have? How many hams do you have? Because the river is short and I want to fill that need. And then I put half my staff in the car and we filled up my minivan with hams from Metcalf's. And then we drove over to the River Food Pantry in the midst of the snowstorm, and the other half joined us there, and then we all went out for breakfast or brunch or whatever it was afterwards. But that's what I'm talking about, just being present in those moments and helping out, because who knows, there before the grace of God go I.
You bet. Yeah, well said, Laura.
And you're a big advocate for your clients. What are they doing to make a difference in our community?
Well, last week I was at Marquette University for the Force for Positive Change event, which was sponsored by WARF and the Mortgage Institute for Research. And the Willie Street Co-op, one of our clients, was a recipient of a $12,500 Force for Positive Change award. So they do a ton, especially in terms of local farmers and hunger. Fearings, who is about to do their Schools for Haiti event, that's something that they don't have to do, but they're doing it, and they are difference makers, and they're providing an education through that event that raised $125,000 last year to many, many students who otherwise wouldn't receive an education at all.
Good point, Laura, too, when you say you don't have to do this, and you're choosing to do it. You mentioned an event you went to at Marquette University called Force for Positive Change. I'm curious what that was like. What was your takeaway or your biggest insight from that?
Well, I think that the one thing that's really changed in Wisconsin now is that you can become a B Corp, which means that you can have a social good purpose and still make a profit. So you don't have to be a nonprofit. And that changes the landscape. We do have a lot of nonprofits here in Wisconsin. And in fact, in Dane County, we have more nonprofits per capita than anywhere else in the United States. But organizations need to find ways to also make a profit, not just be donor dependent. So the B Corp certification creates more of a pathway for companies who want to do good and still be profitable. Mm-hmm. And so that was one of the hot topics that came out of the Force for Positive Change conference, just that opportunity. There are only a handful of companies in Wisconsin who are even B Corp certified, which is a separate thing, but it's a good move in the right direction.
Wow. And when we're talking about this, sort of doing these things for a purpose, whether it's just giving back or sort of aligning your business with a purposeful organization or meaning, give us some thoughts on that. How do you sort of justify the cost? There's cost involved.
Well, I mentioned some of the statistics earlier, but I also think that just as human beings on this planet, we have a responsibility to each other, and that there isn't a problem on this planet that really can't be solved with the human potential that's already here. But if you're hungry, or you're being abused, or countless other challenges, you aren't going to thrive. But if each one of us does something, the whole world is a different place, even if it's just our corner of it. But we can do a lot with just what we have right now, if we all dive in and do something.
It's wonderful. Yes.
I always want to talk to you more, Laura. We gotta
We
go.
keep her here longer. Yeah.
It's just so wonderful chatting with you. Again, this is Laura Gallagher with the Creative Company. You're watching Girl Talk. We've got more coming up after the break.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming Inside Contours Lingerie. It's on Mineral Point Road. Later on, we will catch up with Tia Lynn. She's the owner and an award-winning designer. Right now, though, we're talking with Doug Fearing. He's the CEO of Fearing's Audio Video Security. They like to make a difference for their customers, for our community, and actually the world. Doug, thanks for joining us today.
It's great to be here.
So, Doug, you've been involved with some work in Haiti, and you have a video for us. So let's take a look. It's got some amazing statistics, so take a listen.
Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, with an annual per capita income of just $1,800, while 59% of the population live under the poverty line of $2.41 per day. 85% of the Haitian primary schools are operated by Christian or other nonprofit organizations, while 200,000 children remain unschooled. And Haiti's literacy rate of 61% is well below the 90% average of the other Caribbean countries. Schools for Haiti is doing its part to change some of that, educating over 1,700 students in 8 schools in the Maui and St. Mark area of Haiti. Please join Fearing's Audio Video Security, the Kalahari Resort, and On Track Communication this Mother's Day Eve, May 12th, for our Mother-to-Mother, Heart-to-Heart Gala in support of Schools for Haiti, and learn more about this wonderful island and its people. For more information, go to fearings.com and click on the Schools for Haiti logo.
Doug, that was really very interesting, very informative. I'm curious, that's a lot of work that you've been doing, and it's not just this year, it's been some past years. How did you get involved with this?
Well, it was a God thing. We got challenged by a missionary in Portage to come to Haiti, who she'd been working there, and some members of my church took her up on that challenge. And once we got there, it was just one of those things where we knew we were going to be coming back. And one thing led to another, Providence being what it is, and we ended up with Schools for Haiti.
That's amazing. Great story.
And you have a fundraiser coming up on May 12th. Is that correct? Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that and maybe the name of it? And
Well, it's a Schools for Haiti Gala. It's at the Madison Marriott West, just down the road from here. And last year we had over 200 people and raised over $100,000 at the event. And this year we're calling it Mother to Mother, Heart to Heart, because it's on Mother's Day Eve, May 12th. And many of the families in Haiti are fatherless. So not only does Schools for Haiti make a difference for the kids, but for the parents or the mothers who couldn't support their kids otherwise, we make a difference for them too.
So the money that you're raising at this gala, where does it go? How does it help specifically?
Well, Schools for Haiti is a 501(c) based out of Tampa Bay, but we actually are supporting a vision of a Haitian team, specifically one man named Daniel Michel, who lives in the Maui area, and it was his dream to start this, and he actually runs the schools on a day-to-day basis. But we support right now over 1,700 kids in 8 schools. It started with just 6 kids, or 12 kids and 1 teacher in 2006. And now we're at over 1,700 students, and so.
Wow, really making an impact on those
Yes.
kids, and hopefully those kids might even, maybe they'd turn into some teachers and continue down the road.
Doug, with so much need locally, why should we give to Haiti, or why should someone give to Haiti?
That's a great question that we always get. Number one, we're never asking somebody to take away from doing what they're doing to help us. But when you talk about need, there's no safety nets in Haiti whatsoever. There's no government support whatsoever. So if they don't fight to survive, they die. And poverty there, as it said in the video, poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. So it really, and when you talk about return on investment, how far a dollar will go, we can make an enormous impact with just a little bit of money. So.
That'd be a great event to go to then.
Yeah, especially when you hear how many dollars they are making there per year. So the way we can help, we can go to this event. It's May 12th. It's at the Madison Marriott, as you mentioned. And the video that we saw, if people want to share that, is that available to view?
It's on YouTube, and we're also running as a TV commercial on television right now.
Okay. And the gala is a dinner event?
Dinner, silent auction, live music.
Okay, and can you just show up and pay, or do you have to get tickets in advance?
If you Google Eventbrite or go to Eventbrite and search it, you'll find our Schools for Haiti Gala on there, or you can go to fearings.com and it's on our website.
Alrighty. Doug Fearing, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
good luck with that gala. Alrighty. More Girl Talk coming up right after this break. And welcome back to Girl Talk. Listen up, ladies. Would you like to look better, look fitter, look younger, without even stepping into the gym? Yes, probably so. I think we all are interested. I give you Tia Lynn, the owner here at Contours Lingerie, where we've been filming our show. Tia, thanks for having us here today. It's been fantastic. We've been having a really good time. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Now, when folks shop here at Contours Lingerie, I feel like it's almost a mini makeover. And you are able to help people no matter their age, their size, their shape. I'm wondering, what is that your goal? Is that your aim in helping your customers?
It is. You know, regardless of shape, age, or size, every woman really kind of wants the same thing. They want to feel comfortable, look good in their clothes. They don't want their straps falling. They want to feel pretty.
Without trying so hard.
Yes.
And being uncomfortable.
Absolutely. You know, those are really the main things. And the difference is that we have the custom fit system. So we have 180 size combinations. And then with that, there are styles in each that, you know, based on a person's lifestyle, they can choose what suits them the best.
And what I brought it in with is looking younger and fitter and better. It really can happen with just a little change by wearing the right bra.
It can.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really does.
And you might be thinking at home, if you haven't been in, I have no idea what would be a good size, shape. I think a lot of us get it wrong. So that's one thing that they do here, and I can tell you from experience really well, is that bra fitting is so key and sometimes surprising. My first fitting here, it was almost like my first fitting ever because it's so different from what you experience somewhere else. So once you get yourself squared away, then you start thinking about your teens, right? So if you've got teenagers out there, you know, do people bring in their junior high age teenagers? When do you start?
You know, this might sound funny, but we all remember the pencil test. And if you don't, or if it's before your day, the pencil test is, can you hold without your bra a pencil underneath your breast and take a couple steps? And the more pencils you can hold, the more desperately you should be in here. And that has nothing to do with age, of course. But I really think the key for bringing in a teenage or high school student is that they get a body positive first experience for a bra fitting. And every girl deserves to have at least one bra in her closet that, whether she lifts her arms or does a cartwheel, it gives her the ultimate support.
Yes.
Stays right there.
Everyone's rifling through their pencil drawer at home right now.
Yeah. And so for our teenagers, what styles are best for them?
I think there are 3 key styles that young girls really, really need. One is just a strapless bra because they have all these funky one arm, one shoulder out shirts, and they have prom dresses and all kinds of events. And a good strapless bra will mean that she's not tugging at the dance.
We've all done this throughout events, right?
Yes.
Because you get it wrong.
So
yeah.
she should have one of those, and they also come with straps. So it can be worn as her nude everyday bra. Then I'd also recommend a real sports bra so that she's fully confident in gym class and during her activities. And then one bra that has either a color or a black bra so that, you know, 'cause the young girls, they're okay with having their straps show with their tank tops and camisoles. So 3 is really a good number, and those would be my first picks.
Good
Those
suggestions.
are great suggestions. And I love what you said about sort of giving them that positive, especially first experience, and getting on the right size right away. Obviously that's going to change, but they get that feeling of how it's supposed to be done. I love that idea. So let's talk about the long-term benefits. So you get someone started wearing the right size bra. What are the long-term benefits of wearing that right size year after year?
The biggest benefit is confidence. Being able to move freely and feel comfortable in your own skin is huge. And then the next thing, of course, is that the support itself is going to protect your tissue, and it's very anti-aging. Nobody wants to sag ever, so it's a great gift, you know, to your daughter to help her through that so that she can gracefully go through every step in life.
And stepping back to that confidence idea, that does have such a ripple effect in the rest of your day and your life.
Yes, and thinking about this topic, I mean, I finally got it right as an adult. What a gift to get it right out of the gate and skip some of those painful or uncomfortable, or all of the things that we experience from our bras as ladies until we get it right. But is it typical? Do they want to come in? Do the moms have to drag in their teenagers? Is that kind of an everyday occurrence here?
It is. And I think the most successful times are when the mom sets the example and she goes into a dressing room to get her fitting and shows that taking care of herself is something that she does and wants it for her daughter. And then the daughter doesn't feel like all eyes are on her. It takes the focus and the pressure off of the daughter then. So it's a really fun thing to do together, and it's something that is a great bonding experience, and it sure beats being tossed into the mall trying to figure things out.
And this is, I love this store. It's tasteful, it's fun, it's definitely a change from the mall.
Yes, and it's
Thank
just
you.
so pretty. Being in here just brings out your, I don't know.
This is not your granny's underwear store.
No, in fact, when you leave here, you'll go home and throw away your granny panties. But I love the idea of leading by example, and doing this kind of thing together really, sets a good example for the rest of that teen's life. So thank you for sharing this with us, Tia, as always. We love you. You got to come in here. This is such a fabulous store. This is Contours Lingerie. We're off of Mineral Point Road, and everything from bras to underwear to cute little nighties. It's wonderful. Oh gosh, we've had such a fun time. And that's it. We're going to thank our guests. Thank you so much for watching, and we're going to see you next time here on Girl Talk. Beauty and styling for Girl Talk provided by the Ultimate Veritas Spa and Salon.